Karlie and meeting Alec, but tonight I just want to talk briefly about dreams. I guess this is the day that all fathers will dread and dream about. When Karlie was born, I had all kinds of hopes and dreams for her, of course, as with the rest of my children. I wanted her to be healthy, happy, love school, love God, love animals, like the rest of us. And I most wanted for her to one day meet someone that she could share her dreams with. And about 6 years ago, I met Alec, and he's become a son to me. And they are some of the most hardworking couple I've ever met. And I have so many. Sorry, I'm gonna make this real short. All I hope for you is that you continue to work together every day, love together every day, and dream together every day. And I think you'll have a wonderful life. And I hope that I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to cut it short there. Yeah! Thank you all.
All right, very kind words from the father of the bride. Next up, let's bring up Catherine and Steve Kelly. Prepare for the groom.
Is this on? Is this the karaoke microphone? Is that what we're doing? No. I didn't really set anything up. I should have. I'm a bad dad for that. I'm sorry. I just want to say, Alec, you've been such a good kid, and it's been hard thinking about you moving on and doing your thing, and I'm very happy for you guys. And Alec's innocent face isn't so innocent. Like growing up, he would be in the little baby chair at the table, and then we'd go in the kitchen for half a second, and he'd be on top of the table, standing there, and I'd be like, "Don't move, please don't move." But anyway, I just want to say thank you, Karlie. We love you very much, and you guys are so good together. And I know, just being around you guys for years, I could just see you guys are just one, and that's all we can ask for. And we love you very much. Thank you.
All right. Next we have Erica and Reese.
Be very nervous, guys. Be very nervous. It took a while to log your guys' fault, so here we go.
Okay, so we actually put together a little poem for you. Okay? So Karlie was born September 15th, 1998. The firstborn, the one that made me a mom. She showed her grace right out of the gate. Before she could talk, she could point out shapes. She loved her walks with Grandpa and vanilla wafers. She sat up on the floor to play with her back arrows straight. She started to walk when she turned 1. A diagnosis of diabetes changed our world. But little did we know she was far from done. When she was 3, she loved to play dress up and wear high heels. Her favorite gown was a wedding dress and veil. Aunt Lisa said a 3-year-old in a wedding gown gave her some creepy feels. She loved her animals, cats and dogs alike. She even hugged her hamster a little too tight. Becoming their doctor would be quite the hike. The challenge of diabetes was difficult as she grew. Feeling sick and up all night was the norm. But she never let it stop her from all she wanted to do. She was a social butterfly in grade school. She played outside with her friends every day. She stole my dangly earrings so she could be cool.
Her grades were always straight A's. She would cry if she got a single B.
She loves school and her teachings and worked so hard through all of her days. In high school, she took mostly honors classes, cheer competitions, and learning to drive. She won a lip sync battle when she performed for the masses. Karlie spent a year training Blair to be her diabetic alert. She took Blair everywhere she went. Today, Blair kept the wedding rings tied in her shirt. Ish. Along came Alec, and it couldn't be more clear. Their special relationship and bond was such a blessing. Now he's our son, and we'll always hold him dear. Quickly enough, we've arrived at this day, surrounded and supported by loved ones, joined in holy matrimony, come what may. Moving forward in marriage, things might get tough. It's not always romance with a white carriage. Let Jesus be what you both first seek, keeping each other second only to God. Pray together as one. And you will find a blessed marriage, far from bleak. We love you guys. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Next, we're going to bring out our best man, Damien, first.
Sure. I'm Damien, super long friend of Alex. I'm not, one for speeches, but, it's crazy how far we've come, to be the adults we have today. Alex always been the one to keep me on my toes. She's never rebelled on me with him. Everyone knows that. I can remember like yesterday the times that we hang out almost every single day and be in the hot tub in the middle of summer. And to trying to make a cookie out of half a tub of cookie dough. I know you remember that. I'm so happy for the both of you, and I can't wait to see what you guys will do with your lives. And I love you both of you. Congrats.
All right, now next best man, Drew.
All right, hello everybody. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Drew and I'm one of the best men here. But I knew when I got asked to be one of the best men that it came along with this, giving a speech. And I was a little nervous because I didn't do a whole heck of a lot of public speaking, so I joined Toastmasters just for this. I'm just kidding. But doing a lot of research on it, I kind of came to one consensus of like how you should construct your best man speech, right? And the consensus that it came to was it should be as long as the groom lasts in the bedroom. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. No, but really. So I've had the unique opportunity of knowing both of them individually before they knew each other. And I met Karlie through Bear Canyon Pizza, where we would splash water on ourselves and play with the trash out in the parking lot and stay out in the Circle K parking lot for way too long. But honestly, over time, we grew to be very good friends, going over for pool parties and definitely that failed surprise birthday party for Alec, the one that we got, yeah. So I had so many memories with her, but the speech is about Alec, and I've been best friends with Alec now since the first day of my freshman year summer, if that makes sense. So the summer after freshman year. And that day started where we blew up an axe can outside of some guy's house. He yelled at us, chased us out, and then we ended up at another house in an RV for the rest of the night, spending the night. Actually, Damien and I were both there. Great times. But we've had a lot of memories over the time. I mean, I'm going to kind of rapid fire some memories here for you, and you'll remember them, most of them. So obviously burning the folder that night, blowing up the Axe can, football in the neighborhood, Prospector Evan, Warzone when we really should have been sleeping, Ernest Hemingway, he's a real man, Sarah O'Hara and the Rate My Professor review, Caddyshack is a hero's journey, prison tours, cow hunts, unplugging Christmas lights, my unexpected lights turning on when I drove by the apartment delivering pizzas, Wednesday equals cleaning day, my Google Home phase, Trey's butt, late night Mount Lemon drives, and Walmart at 2 a.m. with so many more. But I think that the funniest memory that I have about Alec is, for those of you who don't know, we lived together for 6 months. So we got an apartment in June. He waited until about August to move in. Moved in by December. We were both back with our parents. But during that time, I remember this day so vividly. I'm sitting in the living room watching TV, and he comes hustling up the steps. I can hear him outside. And he comes in the door, barges in, he's like, "Bro, I turned on my windshield wipers, and they won't turn off." For like 3 weeks, if you were driving down Tanca Verde at the time he was going, you saw his windshield wipers full speed until he got his new car. But I think kind of to end it off is a lot of the memories that I shared actually had Karlie in them. And so it's been really awesome to kind of grow with them together and see how amazing you guys are and the beautiful relationship that you have and now marriage that I'm anticipating you're gonna have. So I'm really grateful. And you guys, Karlie, you make Alec a better man, and Alec, you make Karlie a decently better woman. But thank you guys, and pleasure to be here.
All right, thanks for Julie. Next, we're going to bring out our first maid of honor, Elise.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so if you guys haven't heard the story of Karlie and Alec's first dates, so I was there. I invited Karlie and Alec to join me, my best friend, and his uncle. We went to Mr. On's, did some hibachi, it was cool. For a first date, I don't know about that, but our cook at the time, nice guy. But he even said, when we were discussing about how it was their first date, that, this is either you're either done or you're getting married. And I feel like I need to find that guy. Just be like, hey, guess what? You're never gonna believe this. And since then, honestly, we laid it on thick. So it's see if he's good for it. And since then, he's been there, Every memory that, I can remember, Alec has been there. And if I think of something and he wasn't there, I'm like, no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But he's been there. He's done the brother shit before he became the brother. Jumping my car, cleaning up the messes that were well within my control. And then Karlie. They are the same human being, and sometimes I'm like, listen, enough. But I've never seen Karlie glow and be so happy and be so at ease and just actually enjoy every aspect of her life just because you were there as well. And I recently just moved in by myself, so I'm all alone. And anytime I'm asked how that's going, it's lonely because I was raised with my pack. Even though there was a lot of bad times, it was fine. It was fine. Sometimes I like getting my head slammed into a cabinet. It's cool. But if the last couple days where we were doing our bachelorette weekend, everybody's hanging out, I've never been more grateful for the last couple days that we all got to spend together. And, you, Emma, and Kyle, you guys are my favorite people in the world. And I'm so glad you found somebody that will love you and support you and fight for you as passionately and fiercely as I will. And so I love you guys a lot. And Alec, we about to get it.
All right, awesome, Elise. Our next maid of honor, Emma.
youngest sister in my family, I know I had a big responsibility to fill. That responsibility being to make sure every sibling is pestered and annoyed. And in my opinion, I did a really good job. When Carl brought Alec home, this definitely included him. And I of course gave him a hard time, and I wouldn't give you guys a second alone. I was the ultimate cockblock for y'all. Don't worry, Mom and Dad, I got y'all. But over time, Alec won me over. They still never got a second alone though. I included myself every time they hung out at home, and we would stay up all night laughing and goofing off. And especially this weekend, Carly and Alec would be Carly and I would be talking. And we were just talking about how like me and Alec are just always on the same wavelength. Like if he's doing something stupid, I'm jumping in. If I'm doing something stupid, he's jumping in. Oh, sorry. I was like 1 minute. Deep down, Alec showed that he did have a lot of wood blood in him, and he fit in like automatically with all of us. And it got to the point where if Carly was home alone, we'd be like, "Where's Alec?" Because there was no point of Carly being home if Alec wasn't there with him. Because like, where is he? You guys being together, you guys definitely became like a second parent to me, parents. And they actually taught me how to drive. They did not do a good enough job. I ended up with 2 speeding tickets and in a car crash. And coincidentally, yeah, you're right. But coincidentally, after my second crash, Alec was just driving the same way. He pulled over and he handled everything for me because I'm just a girl. And he handled everything for me with the people, and they actually thought me and Alec were married. So Alec, I'll see you in court because they're suing me now. But also having guys as a second pair of parents to me, you guys taught me what true love really looks like and just how it is to like pull each other up. And Alec, you always took care of Carly when she had low blood sugar and just made sure she was taking care of herself. And Carly, you always took care of Alec when he was drunk and throwing up. And cleaning up the puke on the top of your car from him. I couldn't imagine anyone better marrying you. And I just hope the best for you guys, truly.
Thank you, Emma. Last but not least, we have Isabella.
All right, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Isabella. I'm Carly's longest and best friend. She was there at my birth, which was great. And we've been friends ever since, even when we were blaming poor 2-year-old Elise on our wall drawings that we put all over the house. I also have the pictures of us still naked and peeling crayons at the table, as we should, you know? Don't worry, I'll send them to you. Which means that also I grew up knowing all of Carly's boyfriends and flirts and crushes and all of those things. And Alec, by far, I liked you the most. I actually do not remember the first time that I met you. Could not recall, ever. But what really sold me on Alec was every time I came back, every time I saw them, every time that I would witness them together, he cared about her. He looked out for her. He was aware of what she was doing, where she was, what her blood sugar was, what was going on. And he actually cared how she was doing, what she was doing, if she was safe, what her plans were. And that is what sold you on me the most. So that's all I cared about for her, is I wanted her to find someone that made her happy, that made sure that she was taken care of, that she was taking care of herself. And for me, you've done all of that. And so that's all I ever wanted for her. And when she asked me if I wanted to give a speech, I told her, of course. How else am I going to embarrass you? So here we go, you know? I've known Karlie my whole life. We are the best of friends, which means I know how many times she's fallen down the stairs and how many times she's gotten her hair stuck in the fan. and how many sad, poor dates that she's been on. And I never got a story like that from you. And so, for you guys, I wish you guys all the happiness, and I thank you for taking care of my best friend. And I love you guys, you're so cute. And I just hope that, it stays that way, because I'm watching you, dude. Don't you worry. I know the Coast Guard, they'll never find you. But yes, I wish you guys all the happiness, and so happy for you guys. You're cute.
All right, that does it for all of our toasters. That does it for toast tonight. All right, let's all raise our glasses one more time, ladies and gentlemen, nice and high, for our bride and groom tonight. Salud. All right, with that being said, we're gonna bring them up to the cake table so we can get the cake cut.